watching the was it Logical channel? I forget his name. I think he changed it to like LD or something like that. He does the Divestor videos and stuff of that nature. And I came up with a video title real quick. That he said he was talking about this Divestor. She was a stripper and she was saying she was blaming, and these ex-ghetto gaggers that come on the internet and blame and talk about black men, it tells a lot for, let me say that first, because she was an ex-ghetto gagger. And it says a lot about them that when they come on the internet, and it just seems like it's a few of them who, you know, that I've seen that are anti-black men, but they let these brads do that to them on ghetto gaggers. If you know, you know, but they have nothing bad to say about them. And that's what I had to say, man. She talked so bad about black men and she was a ghetto gagger, but then you had no bad experiences with Brad. See, that's what I'll be talking about with these divestors. They kind of remind me of Tricks, Johns, right? That's one of the things that they remind me of. And because and hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Like, Tricks don't ever tell you about the bad experience they had tricking. You know, guys that trick, they're really not passport bros. A passport bro is not a trick. You know, a trick is a trick. A guy going to a place to purchase pussy, not meet a woman, want to get to a guy that's just looking to purchase pussy. They never tell you about the bad shit, the STDs, the robbing them, the drugging, and you never really hear about those things unless it's extreme, right? Getting tied up and you know, and it's the same thing with divestors, right? And the reason we talk so much about women divestors is because female divestors, black divestors, they bash black men on the internet. You don't see black men that choose to date out bashing black women on the internet. Matter of fact, you really don't see most men speaking on the internet, because if you say something, these women will take your platform down. They will do a background check. They will call your job and get you fired. So most men don't even publicly speak because they get shunned, they get shamed. See, women can dish it, but they can't take it. So when you start dropping facts and start speaking facts, it ain't about the jokes. It's about the truth and the message that they want to hurt you. They want to flag you, report your channel. It's the truth that hurts because it resonates with them. They've done a lot of that bullshit. They are that person that this guy is speaking about, right? And, you know, so men don't, even when we get together, men don't talk about that. Like, you might be like, you know, they might be fed up with Keisha for a minute and y'all talk about it, but it ain't, oh man, you know, Becky is just, they pedestalizing Becky and Maria. Nah, just like, oh, they treat me better. You know, they're more feminine. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, okay, cool. Right? But when you get these female divestors like this particular woman here, and it was another ghetto gagger talking shit about black men and shit, right? Oh, black men are, she was like, yeah, whenever I was a stripper and the black men they were cheap and they didn't want to pay for me, and, you know, they always wanted more and, you know, whatever, right? But they don't have nothing bad to say about Brad. You know, they have nothing bad to say about him. So all your experience with Brad was good, right? And it's because they don't want to get exposed. They don't mind exposing, I was a stripper, I was on ghetto gaggers, or I had a train ran on me in Jamaica, it was empowering. But they do not want to expose who they truly worship. Even Kayla Nicole never aired out, and he did a video of her too. She never aired out Travis Kelce. It was all about him. It was all about Becky and Taylor Swift, you know, and Patrick Mahomes' wife disowning her after she left the team. Right? She never aired out Travis Kelce. None of his dogs had boo-boo stains, or he was this and he wasn't. She never aired him out. But if that was a guy like AJ Brown, it wouldn't be about the chick he moved on with, Taylor Swift, or, you know what I'm saying, Keke Palmer, whoever it may be. And this is obviously a hypothetical. It wouldn't have mattered. Right? She would be still destroying his character. She would be talking about how bad he was, or he hit me and he did this, that, and the third. That's what she would be talking about. She would be going out her way to destroy his character. That's it. You know? But they don't talk about how when Brad don't get them money or Brad put them out. And believe it or not, you know, if you really look hard enough and close enough out here in these streets, what I do notice is a lot of these women, they be shacked up with old Brads. They be shacked up with old Brads. Like, Brad is so perfect. Brad don't put his hands on you. Brad don't tell you no for money. And we all know that's a falsehood. Brad ain't marrying them. Brad got divorced, had his kids, and want to have fun. Brad want to have fun before he get married. Brad want to have fun after I see it all the time. You know, they keep their genetic bloodline as clean as possible. They go mess with some black chicks, Latino chicks, all that. They keep their bloodline as clean as possible. And then after they raise their kids and the wife go do her way, he go his way. He get an apartment or a little spot and he start dealing with all these little exotica bitches, the black chicks, the Latino chicks. Brad is the original man that was the passport bro. They were going over to Africa and Thailand and giving these bitches diseases and shit and fucking them and shit like that. It's a fact. It's a fact. And these African bitches, they know this shit, excuse my language, and they don't air Brad out neither. Because at the end of the day, airing Brad out proves the fact what statistics tell you, they don't have any options. Brad is barely marrying them, if at a 5% clip. So if Brad ain't marrying you, we know Hector ain't marrying you. We know how they roll. We know the Filipino man, they don't have enough money for you. The Chinese man ain't tricking with you. And apparently they can't handle all those curves. They ain't throwing decent dick around for what I hear. Look at all they women, they dealing with the other, but I'll get to that in another video. Probably the very next video I'm gonna cut. I don't know when you see it. But, so you don't have options. But if they disown and go at Brad, right? That's just gonna prove what we already know. They don't wanna wave the white flag. What we already know as black men, and we are black women's only option. You know what I'm saying? We are their only option. And once brothers wake up and find that out, that you don't have to deal, you are their savior. And I don't want to say it sounded like arrogance, but without you, they don't get no marriage. Only the truly elite ones do. And there's only a handful of those around. Okay? So you have to understand that. You have to understand it. Only the truly elite ones, marry, or the really bottom feeders marry. They marry the other bottom feeders in the Brad community. So black women in the whole, they not gonna get a relationship or nothing serious without black men. Black men can go wherever they want to go. They've been doing it. Don't want to do it. The majority of black men, they would rather stay with black women. We all would. That most of us, we all would prefer it. If the same woman you with, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you with a white girl, she perfect. You would prefer her to be black. Niggas ain't gonna say that shit out loud, but you would prefer. I'm pretty sure most of them would. But it is what it is, man. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, subscribe, thumbs up the video, peace.